Hello everyone, this is D. Chiranjeevi, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, Aditya University. Today I am going to discuss recursion in functions. At the end of this lecture, the learning outcome is student will be able to apply recursion concept to solve real-time complex problems. The outline of this lecture is I will discuss what is recursion and then I will discuss a program how to solve by using recursion, that is factorial problem I will discuss. So what is recursion? So recursion is a process calling a function by its name again and again repeatedly inside the same function is called as recursion. So while we performing recursion, we need to be careful to specify the exit condition from the function, otherwise it will call infinite time. Okay, you need to be very careful with the exit condition. Okay, so recursion function very useful to solve mathematical problems like searching and sorting and traversing problem, and when we are finding Fibonacci series or when we are finding factorial of a number. So this recursion concept can be applied. So now let's understand how this recursion concept is working by using factorial problem. Let's say you want to find factor of 5. Now to find factor of 5, you must know factor of 4. Okay. Now when you are finding factor of 4, you must know factor of 3. When you are finding factor of 3, you must know factor of 2. Okay. So now let's understand first, you all know factor of 0 value is equivalent to 1. So factorial 0 value, so generally you can write like this. So 0 factorial value is 1, 1 factorial value is also 1. So this factor of 0, whom it will return? So from where you call this factor of 0? Okay. So factor of 1, you have return 1 into factor of 0. So factor of 0 will return to factor of 1, right? So now what it will return? Complete 1 into factor of 0 value, 1 into 1 it will return to factor of 1. Similarly, this value you got 1. So whom it will return? So it will return to factor of 2. Now factor of 2 will get 2 into 1. So this value you will get 2. Okay. Now factor of 2, whom it will return? It will return to factor of 3. So it is returning completely 3 into 2. So factor of 3 will get 6 here. Okay. Now factor of 3, whom it will return? It will return to factor of 4. 4 into 6 it will return to factor of 4. 4 into 6, 24. Okay. So now this factor of 4, whom it will return? It will return to factor of 5. So 5 into 24, 120 it got. So this is how factorial is solved. Okay. Factor of 5. So generally, so factor of n, how will you get? From this you can simply say return n into factor of n minus 1. Okay. This is the logic. So from this you can derive this. So now let's understand this with an recursion for finding a factorial of a number. Now here I have declared a user defined function, that is unsigned long int factorial, and I passed one argument, that is integer. Okay, it means one value must have main function. So I declared a variable, okay, and then I read that n value from the user. Then after that, in the printf function inside I am calling the factorial of n. So when it is function calling, so this is function calling. So from here control will go to factorial function definition. It will check. So n value user given 5. So first this n value will be passed to this int n, and then it will check. So n value 5. So 5 less than or equal to 1, right? So 5 less than or equal to 1. No, false. False. So control will go to else. So this is false. So from here control go to else. Now it will return 5 into factor of n minus 1, that is factor of 4. So factor of 4, again you called the same function. So from here it will come back to the again definition. Again it will check 4 less than or equal to 1, false, right? So what it will do? It will go to else, it will return 4 into factor of n minus 1, 4 minus 1, that is 3. Okay. Now similarly, after it will check for 3, it will check for 2, 3 less than or equal to 1, 2 less than or equal to 1, right? So then 1 less than or equal to 1, it is true. So in that time it will return 1. Okay. Now it will return 1 whom? Factor of 2. Factor of 2, 2 into 1, 2. Now this 2 overall whom it will return? Factor of 3. So factor of 3 will get 3 into 2. So 6. So factor of 3 whom it will return? It will return to factor of 4. So factor of 3 value 6. So 6 into 4, 24. So factor of 4 will receive 24. The factor of 4 whom it will return? Factor of 5. So 5 into 24, So it will overall finally you will get this value as 120. Okay, so that's why factorial of 5 is 120. So I am printing factorial of percentile d. First percentile d will reflect to n and second percentile d will reflect to factorial value. Okay, so that is how factorial of 5 is 120 it is displaying. So in this lecture I have discussed recursion in functions and I have discussed a program, factorial program by using recursion. Thank you.